This podcast is produced by the youth digital media brand Centennial World.
This podcast was recorded on Gadigal land.
We would like to acknowledge the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land, and pay our respects to the elders both past and present.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Welcome to High Stakes.
A podcast where no celebrity grudge is too petty, no feud is too old, and no passive-aggressive quote goes unexamined. I'm Laura Marcia.
And I'm Maddie Bogish, and we're Sydney-based journalists asking the hard questions no one else will. Who actually started it?
Do you like that intro?
I thought that was fun.
Thank you so much.
I think you did a good job.
Oh, I'm really proud of it. I feel like I really ate with it.
You did.
How are you?
Well, I'm good. I've recovered, almost back at 100%. Thanks so much for asking. I also, for those returning customers, you'll know that I blanked my Pilates instructor across the road last week. And it was very embarrassing for me. I did go to Pilates on Sunday, and first thing I said to her, she came out of teaching the last class and went to stand behind the desk as they do to sign everyone in. And I was like, oh my God, tapped my hand on the desk. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Did you walk past me the other day? And she was like, yes, I did. But don't worry, I was there with, and motioned to this other girl. So the girl that she was with when I blanked her was there too.
Oh my God.
And I was like, this is so embarrassing. Oh no, it's so fine. Don't worry about it. So lo and behold, everyone, you can ask someone, do I know you, when you know them and they introduce themselves to you. And everything's fine.
Obviously, everything's fine. We've learnt some lessons, though, and I
Yeah.
think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's all groovy.
Yeah, and also to give background to people that might not know the story, I was sick last week. I walked across the road, saw my Pilates instructor, didn't realise it was her, and she said, hi, Maddie. And instead of saying, hey, back, I said, do I know you? I just thought I needed to put that context in there.
You did, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad you apologised and everything's fine.
It was so embarrassing. I was spiraling so much. And for what? She really took it like a champ.
Oh, what an angel. What's her name? Danny?
Bianca.
Okay, close.
Okay, sure.
Hey, nice one, B.
How are you?
I'm good. Just, kicking it, I guess. It's early. I'm still so
Oh.
sniffly, but I am on the up as well in terms of my sinus infection journey.
Yeah.
I'm definitely on the up and up, aside from sounding nasally in the mornings, and it's, just hit 7 a.m, so,
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know why we thought, we always do this. We say we won't record in the mornings, but I do actually find that maybe we have a lot more energy in the mornings.
I
but
like it.
I don't think my voice agrees with me.
Oh, I think emotionally we're good for a morning record, but audibly I wonder whether it's not good for
Physically,
you guys.
yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. Well, I wanted to say sorry. After last week, Laura showed me the Bangladesh song by Ian McConnell. It is a TikTok viral song. Basically, it just says, you'll never take me to Bangladesh. You never cook me sausages on an open flame, etc.
Anoint me with oil.
Yep. All of these good things that apparently we all love. And I blanked Laura. I didn't like it. I wasn't having a bar of it. I will say I've come around. Now my algorithm knows that I've listened to it one time. It keeps feeding me things. And there's one version that I do like that I'll show you.
Yes, please.
That I was really keen to show you.
Oh, I love that you're into it now.
I am really enjoying it.
Also, I didn't even notice that you, at the time when we were recording, did not notice that you were blanking at all. I was just vibing out. Completely vibing out.
I was blanking so hard, and then I edited the cut down of you doing it, but I couldn't keep switching to me. I mean, I probably could have because it was funny, but I was like this.
It was
like
kind of
stone
funny.
face.
When I watched that cut down, I was like, oh.
So this is my favorite. This is my new favorite version. Here we go. Here we go.
You never beg me to take the dash. You never sauce me cookage on a floping aim. Never annoy me with ointil, never knob me a ride. You never moisten the mojitos of my monadies.
Yeah, so
That's
that
brilliant.
That
That's
was my
so
turn.
good.
So that one's called Yeah, You Never Bang Me to Take Ladesh.
And you never banged me to take Ladesh.
No, you never bang me to take Ladesh.
Oh, thank you for that.
That's okay.
I have a little one for you. I thought I'd write you your own Bangladesh song to get you on board. Now, it's 7 a.m, so I'm not going to sing it, but I am going to read it. So
I'm
you got
so
to imagine
excited.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
You never take me to Mossman. You never cook me a pot pie on a dirty stove. You never treat me like JoJo. You never write the pod intros. Never remember it's my first time on Earth too. A lot of in jokes in that one.
No, the pot pie on a dirty stove because all I do is cook chicken pot pie. My stove isn't dirty, to be fair.
I actually knew that. Maddie's house is very clean. And I
And that,
couldn't
I
think
think
of
that's
another
why that's funny, because my house is famously anally clean.
anally clean, but I needed a 2-syllable word to describe a stove. And I was like,
Honestly, brava.
thank you. Thank you. Maybe we'll put the backing track on there.
No, can
And
you?
so that it's not just slam poetry
I'm
almost.
obsessed with that. I
Well-
don't ever write the pod intros. I've written it a couple of times. I changed one line in this one, but I'm like, let Laura cook.
I didn't even know she changed it. And I'm talking about how much I liked it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't
I
want to
knew
say
there was something. I knew there was something.
Yeah, you said something about the degrees, and I just changed it to hard-hitting questions.
We write in a daze.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to...
Wait, how's this for a treat?
Oh, hit me with it.
I've started watching The Bear.
Yes.
Season, well, here's the thing. I thought I was up to season 5, which is the final season. Lo and behold, I turned my Disney account on and I didn't even watch season 4.
Honestly, I'm in the exact same boat as you.
Really?
I'm going to watch it all because I love The Bear. And I remember Ben was watching it all. I stopped because he started binging it with Elijah.
Okay. So The Bear, for those of you who don't know, is the Disney/FX show starring Laura's boyfriend, Jeremy Allen White. It's about a chef in Chicago.
It's a really good show.
It's the best. It's really anxiety inducing.
There are some incredibly acclaimed episodes. Like have you seen the Fishes? You would have.
Yeah.
Fishes episode.
Yeah.
And it's so rare that we talk about series and just talk about one episode of TV, but it is a masterpiece. Anyway, how are you enjoying The Bear?
I am loving it. Season 4 is very good. I'm very excited for season 5. Anyway, what are you recommending for me this week?
So I've been watching the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, the new season. It's not as good as previous seasons, but I just love this shit. I love it so much. Watching them all work so hard in their little outfits, I'm like, God bless them. So tricky. And now I like the fact that they're talking about how the whole social media of it all and the parasocial relationships play into being a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, where cheerleaders were previously kind of on the sidelines, you know,
Literally.
by design. And now they're so popular. Anyway, so I'm enjoying that side
Yeah.
of the Netflix series.
And do you like Flexi Faith
yeah, she
Australian?
seems absolutely delightful. Like,
Oh, doesn't she? I'm like, you're not real.
I know, Reese as well.
She's not real.
They are all
These
so
cheerleaders,
lovely.
not real.
I don't know how anyone can be that beautiful, have their hair look like that, not get sweaty while they're dancing. The hair is the big one for me.
Also, all of them have other jobs. Some of them are ICU nurses,
Oh
they're teachers, some of them are fucking engineers. And then they're like, the thing that kills me is the amount of talent they also have at cheerleading. I'm like, you can't have it all.
This is the thing. They do have
They
it
have
all.
it all.
Except,
And they have a sponsorship with Charlotte Tilbury.
as they deserve, because they're probably not getting paid enough money. Like
Oh, they're
after the whole
not, they're
pay
not.
discussion, I don't actually know. I should look into this. How much their pay got raised? I want to see.
I don't think it was enough. Given the enormity of the Netflix franchise in particular,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're getting compensated nearly enough.
Also, they did have a TV show for like over a decade before the Netflix one. It was called Making the Team or something like that.
Right.
It was pretty good. If you want something to keep on while you're folding laundry or cook dinner, which I'm an iPad baby, so I do. So I watch stuff like that,
Famously an iPad baby.
famously.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
The only other thing I want to talk about is how, okay, as you know, I'm getting married. I'm sorting that out. And I decided, I was like, I'm going to get a cake. And I wanted to, because my dad's making cannoli. I'm really excited about it. But we were like, you know what? We'll get a cake, get some cute pics. It'll be sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm literally copying the cake that my friend Ellie had for her 30th birthday, because it was this heart-shaped, old school vintage cake that had little red cherries on it. And it's going to say Laura and Ben, just married or some bullshit like that. And I was like, you know, it would be really fun if the inside was funfetti. And so I was like, slay. Then I asked Ben, do you care? And he's like, you pick whatever flavor you want.
Ben's like, I could not care less.
He could not. He does not at all. I just hope it tastes good. And I was like,
Yeah.
and it will,
And it
sweet pea.
will,
It will. Yeah. So I was like, I found this cake, bought it. And then in the notes, I was like, can you make this funfetti? And they responded being like, no. Pretty much just like, no. And I was like, you guys have funfetti cake on the website. Anyway, so now I've responded after a day of being like, should I just take my money back and go somewhere else? But it's so nice. The cake is so nice.
So you're not getting a funfetti cake?
Well, they said no to the funfetti on the cake bit, but I was like, there's 3 layers in this bullshit. It's a 1-layer cake, but within it, it's got layers of icing. So I responded this morning before Maddie got here. I was like, can you put sprinkles on the vanilla icing layer? So let's all hope that I get some sprinkles in my cake.
I can't.
I just think, why
It's
not?
so unserious. It's so funny. Laura's beefing with her cake lady because she wants fucking funfetti.
Why not?
Oh, you know what? And I've always said
You have always said that famously. And also, how hard is it to put sprinkles? I just think
it
doesn't matter.
No, I don't think it. That's why I'm a bit shocked that they came back and said no. It's like
Also,
it's your day.
It's my
It's
day.
literally your day.
It's literally my day.
Bradzilla's gonna be fucking stomping around Sydney Central.
Funfetti.
She wants funfetti.
I do want funfetti. If anyone has any ins on a funfetti wedding cake, let a girl know. Actually, I've already paid for this one, so don't. I'm not paying for another. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm doing this whole thing pretty cheap, guys. It's not like a crazy wedding.
Is it the same place you guys got that cake
Yes.
for me too?
It's actually the same cake as yours, but just in white and not in the colourful.
Ah, interesting. That's not an option.
I know they have a funfetti cake. Anyway, so I just would like a funfetti wedding cake. I think it'd be so much fun.
Funfetti.
Literally funfetti. I'm trying to keep things light. And this is how I've organised my entire wedding is I've just done things and been like, it'll do.
Yeah.
So
Well, I love that. It works out for you.
me too. All right. Well, should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
This week on The Grill, yet another one of Kylie Jenner's employees is suing her for toxic workplace conditions. Jacob Elordi and Callum Turner may be hot, famous and tall, but it's apparently not enough to be the next James Bond. Noah Kahan is speaking out about a defecation situation at his shows. And the artist formerly known as Club Chalamet has gotten into a physical altercation.
Shall we get into it?
Yes, please.
So for our first story today, Kylie Jenner is allegedly the king of bad working conditions as she faces a third lawsuit from a former employee. So in case you missed the first two lawsuits against TriStar Services and Mason Family Services, who provide the beauty mogul and Kardashian with housekeeping services, we'll get you up to speed. So back in mid-April, we spoke about the first lawsuit from Kylie's former housekeeper, Angelica Hernandez Vasquez, who worked for her from September 2024 to August 2025. And so Angelica alleges that during her employment, she faced severe harassment from fellow staff members based on her race, religion, and immigration status.
Following Angelica's lawsuit, a second housekeeper, Juana Delgado Soto, filed a claim also outlining racial discrimination. These claims allege that her supervisor mocked her English proficiency, reduced her hourly pay without explanation, and changed her working schedule. Juana also claims she left a handwritten note on Kylie's massage bed begging for help, something which she was later threatened with termination over.
That's fucked.
It's so
like if
fucked.
that is true, leaving a handwritten plea for help to your, boss's boss, essentially being like, please fucking help me.
That's grim and
That
dire.
is actually fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff you see, though. You know those like images that have come out on TikTok and X of people opening their Shein orders and there are little notes being like, please help me.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that and that gave me chills.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, imagine having a plea note left on your massage bed. So I'm very upset about
Yeah.
that. We will also note here that both of the housekeepers are being represented by attorney Della Shaker.
So this leads us to June 22nd when Kylie was again sued by her former private chef, who is also being represented by Della. Per the LA Times, the former employee, who hasn't been named, alleges that the job led her to miscarriage. According to the report, she alleges that she worked up to 12-hour shifts despite having informed her supervisors that she was a high-risk pregnancy and required reasonable accommodations to protect her health and pregnancy. The former employee claims that she was tasked with lifting and carrying heavy food items across the street and uphill to Kylie's home on New Year's Eve without assistance, which led to her becoming, and I quote, dizzy, choking and gasping for air, requiring assistance from security personnel who intervened by providing water and aid.
Yeah, and the lawsuit also claims that in February 2025, when she was working at one of Kylie's kids' parties at 5 months pregnant, she wasn't actually given adequate support and was ignored by her supervisors when asked for help. She alleges that she broke down during the birthday party in the bathroom before experiencing, and I quote, extreme physical exhaustion and heaviness throughout her body as a result of the prolonged and intense workload. The former chef then claims that the next morning she woke up hemorrhaging, and after driving herself to the hospital, she was told that she had lost her child. She also alleges that after informing her supervisors of the miscarriage, she was wrongly accused of leaving the kitchen a mess following the birthday party, and while she was experiencing depression, she was told that she was upsetting Kylie and to stop it. Because depression is famously something you can stop.
Famously. So, in addition to this, the chef claims that she suffered wage theft, accommodation failures, pregnancy discrimination, and that she was wrongfully terminated after the incident. She then sent a letter to TriStar Services alleging all of this, and according to the report, when TriStar offered a settlement and a release agreement, it had a clause taking away her right to sue.
Yeah, so she obviously didn't she didn't sign that because she sued Kylie, obviously. Well, not Kylie, TriStar Services. Yeah, so that's what we know for now, and these claims are really quite harrowing. What's been alleged is really disgraceful. It makes me really upset, and I can't help but feel like there's this massive juxtaposition of someone losing a child while they're working at the children's birthday parties of someone whose net worth is estimated to be 670 million? Yeah. It almost feels like those lives are being valued over the life that has been lost.
Yeah.
Is it bad? That was my first, like,
Well, it's an emotional thing.
yeah, I was
right?
like, oh my God, it's just awful. It's so upsetting.
It's so upsetting. And of course, if you're in that situation, you're going to be like, what the actual hell?
Yeah, and the birthday parties were at the start of February, and I think two of Kylie's children have birthdays at the start of February, and Kylie posted on Instagram, according to The Cut, about these birthday parties, so like celebrating them. So they did happen. It's really, really sad. It really makes you think about whose lives we value.
Totally. And I think last time we talked about Kylie and the various disputes that her housekeepers have had. We have begged the question, how much does Kylie actually know? Like, obviously, these are services from, what is it, TriStar and Maison services.
Maison for the other ones, I think. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So it's like, how much does Kylie know? If it is true that there was the help message,
Yeah.
you know, and things like that, Kylie's aware that perhaps the conditions aren't incredible.
Yeah.
But I do think that sometimes businesses will be like, oh, the boss is angry, the boss is this, and it might not be the case. It's just a manipulation tool. So I don't know. We only know what we're told through these lawsuits. So
That's
let's,
true.
you know, grain of salt it all.
I did also really like that Della Shaker told the LA Times as a part of her, what would you call it? What do you call it when they statement?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
what I
early,
said.
guys.
How do you say,
How do you say statement?
statement?
So yeah, she made a statement to the LA Times saying, celebrity status does not exempt anyone from California's employment laws. We look forward to presenting the evidence in court and will be allowing the facts to speak for themselves. So basically it's just saying we should be holding famous people to account.
Yeah. And I mean, period.
Even if it's not, because in a lot of these instances as well, Kylie Jenner is named as a defendant. Defendant?
I think so.
Yeah, named as a defendant just because she hired them, not because she committed the crimes. But it's also like, hire better teams. You have enough money.
Yeah, I find it really hard to stomach the idea that someone worth, what did you say? She's worth 670 million. Yeah. So her staff should not be having alleged wage theft.
You should just switch. You should be
Like
switched on about that.
Exactly right. And it should be enough that they are fine and living a normal life. It's just actually insane to me.
On the money of it all.
Yes.
I've also started saying of it all now too. You're rubbing off on me. So when we're like considering money and Kylie's influence, I do think this coupled with Kylie teaming up with Meta feels almost like the beginning of the end for her. Do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know if I would have made that PR move personally.
No. Well, I just think we're seeing more and more now the links the Kardashians and the Jenners will go to link up with the richest people just for the sake of it. So for those of you who might not know, Kylie has teamed up with Meta to release the Kylie Meta glasses. So they're the AI glasses. They're fucking lame. I'm sorry, if you buy them, capitalism final boss, you don't need them. You honestly don't need them.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Meta glasses by Kylie Jenner are a smart eyewear that lets you take hands-free photos and videos, listen to open-ear audio, and interact with a voice-activated AI assistant. They feature a slim cat eye silhouette with a makeup-friendly nose bridge and Meta AI voiced by Kylie herself.
Oh my God. I do wish that functionality was available on my phone though. Instead of Siri, it was just Kylie being like, hey girl.
But I think that's what they're trying to rope people in with.
Do you think that's enough? Because I think this is crazy.
Her
Oh my God.
influence, babe. Her influence.
Oh, I
Yeah.
feel a bit gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bonkers to me because Meta glasses are gross and we're seeing a lot of surveillance
Yep.
and questions about
Ethics. People
Yeah.
fucking recording you without your permission. Not everyone who buys Meta glasses are evil, but evil people are buying Meta glasses.
that's a great way to put it.
Thank you.
And I think that Kylie, the design of Kylie's glasses, obviously they look really good. You can find that in glasses that don't record people without their permission.
I think Key and Le Specs might have some similar ones.
I think they absolutely do. Love you guys. And yeah, no, I don't know. Meta glasses beg so many questions about surveillance and what is appropriate and ethics. And it's really shitty that Kylie and the Kardashians decide to partner with that and make it cool. I've just seen a bunch of people already being like, now I want Meta glasses.
No.
And I was like, you need to take just a second to think about it because I
Yeah.
think they do look good objectively, but it's not enough to make me be like, yes,
No, I
I am
agree.
going to get him. Yes.
Yeah, and I do also think a lot of people, especially on TikTok, I don't know what side of TikTok our listeners are on, but I'm going to assume the same. But they are criticizing Kylie for trying to almost feminize AI because, as we know, these types of Meta glasses are typically bought by men. As we said, creepy men that want to video people without their knowledge. I know that's not the whole target demographic, and some people just really want to be early adopters of the tech and be on the front foot. But I think the surveillance situation,
It's creepy.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. And of course, we're going to approach it with a nervous lens when
Mm.
we're seeing so much content of women being filmed without their permission.
A
Like,
nervous
sorry.
lens, not a meta AI lens. And there's this really good piece that I read on Mother Jones titled Kylie Jenner and Meta Deserve Each Other, which basically just explains that while Kylie has a lot of influence, her ability to sell products, it's dwindling, much like Meta's is at the moment. So it's kind of almost these two failing icons are meeting in the middle to try and get women on board to buy their products. And I think that's a really big thing we need to discuss. It's the only reason Kylie's been enlisted to sell these Meta glasses is because female buyership needs to be strong for something to have market value. Women are the biggest purchasers in all households.
Yeah.
And because no woman at this stage wants to buy Meta AI glasses, they're like, oh, can help us do that? Kylie. She'll also get the Gen Zs on board. But I don't think Gen Zs are really a bigger fan of her, whereas I
No.
think millennials more so are.
I think, if anything, being technically a millennial with, I would say, a Gen Z rising, I think I'm more sympathetic to Kylie and the Kardashians than most.
That time you got piled on
absolutely,
for
for
being
saying-
a Kardashian apologist.
Saying that I'm a Kim apologist. Yeah, I've learned, guys.
It's like,
I get
we know
it.
they're
Okay.
evil, but come on.
This is the thing. It's like how Lauren loves Trisha Paytas, right? Everyone's got their bias. Yeah. Anyway, I agree. I think that's a really interesting point.
Yeah. Stay away from the Meta glasses. And also stay tuned for what happens with all of these alleged lawsuits. I wonder if there'll be more.
I really hope
Three
not.
really is too many.
It's time to get some new organization of who is running your household.
Yeah,
Sorry, this is very frightening. If I was Kylie, I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, this is really fucking embarrassing.
Embarrassing, and also can be fixed and changed. So
Period. Next story.
let's do it. Okay, up next, for months, fans of the James Bond franchise have been itching to know who will play the next suit-wearing, martini-sipping British intelligence officer. And apparently, it shouldn't be the internet's favourite boyfriends, Jacob Elordi or Callum Turner.
It really is a shame.
Well, yes. So in case you're not obsessed with these two giant men like Maddie is, we'll paint the picture for you. Jacob Elordi is the 29-year-old Australian actor who got his start on the Netflix film The Kissing Booth. He then went on to portray Nate Jacobs in HBO's Euphoria and then star in Saltburn, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, and most recently, Wuthering Heights alongside Margot Robbie. He's also frequently papped with Bottega bags and has recently started dating Kendall Jenner.
Yes, it was his birthday on Friday too.
Happy birthday. What's his star sign then?
Cancer. I only know this.
course.
I only know this because I had to make a reel of him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't actually know his birthday. Yeah, so Callum, on the other hand, is a 36-year-old British model turned actor, and he is an Aquarius. I think he's born on the 15th of February. I only know that because that was the day that Dua Lipa released one of her albums that I had to learn for another episode we did. I don't know why I know all this stuff.
I do.
And he is best known for his leading roles in Masters of the Air, the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and Boys in the Boat. He is also famously recently betrothed to international pop sensation and Princess of the Holiday, Dua Lipa.
Oh, lucky man. Also, can I just say he's in that film Eternity, and it's so beautiful, and you should go watch it.
I haven't seen it.
Cool.
I'm going to add it to my list and then never watch it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, following Daniel Craig's exit from the Bond franchise over 4 years ago and the appointment of Canadian filmmaker Denis Villeneuve as the director of the upcoming James Bond film, which is Bond 26, both Callum and Jacob Elordi's names have been repeatedly mentioned as the new James Bond. So, for most people who are chronically online, Callum and Jacob seem like the very clear choices due to their charisma and sheer height. It's all the height of the thing. They both look great in a suit. I
Yeah.
can definitely picture them both sipping a martini. Maybe Callum more so than Jacob because Jacob feels more like a furphy situation. A furphy beer. It's an Australian beer. He's
I
there
see
with
that.
a Carlton draft. He's yeah. He should have a little rat's tail. Well, a
He's-
Queenslander.
He's from Queensland, and I think we forget that a lot.
yeah. Is he really? Should he really be the next James Bond?
Isn't he from Burleigh Head? So it's like a fancy spot in Queensland.
Oh, true.
It's not like he's a bogan Queenslander who's sipping on a furphy wearing thongs. The joke is, for our international listeners, that if you're from Queensland, you just love wearing little tiny shorts and you wear thongs you wear flip-flops everywhere. But yeah, so he's not the bogan that you might think a Queenslander perhaps could be.
Yeah, so perhaps he's still upper class enough for James Bond. I will also note here that I did make a TikTok of Callum Turner back in December for my day job, where we were like trying to hypothesize if he was the next James Bond, and it went off.
Yeah. Oh, good work, Pookie. She's so good at her job.
I mean, making thirst traps of famous people,
It's not
it's
hard.
not laborious. You
It's
just
not
have to pick
laborious.
someone who's a bit hot.
But I will say credit where credit's due. You're very good at picking these moments.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to find it because I want the evidence. I've needed to fact check myself. 2.2 million.
Very good.
Thank you. But obviously he's hot and the people love him. And I do think the same goes for Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi could probably sneeze and the people on the internet would lap it up.
It's true. However, it does turn out that Callum Turner and Jacob Elordi's internet boyfriend status might actually get in the way of their chances to play James Bond. In an interview with The Independent, former longtime casting director of the franchise, Debbie McWilliams, revealed that she doesn't think that Jacob or Callum should ever fire up an Aston Martin or utter the words shake it, not stirred.
Laura could though.
Thank you so much. So Debbie has worked on 13 of the 25 Bond films, spanning over 40 years. So I feel like she's got the credentials. And speaking to The Independent, she said that whoever plays James Bond needs to retain a total enigma status. This is what she said. I don't want to see any of them as Bond because we now know so much about them. We want to know as little about them personally as possible because that's what spies are. We don't need to know where he goes shopping or who his parents are or where he lives. We never want to see him at home. And a vital element of the whole thing is his job description. He's licensed to kill, and we have to believe that he could do that. And if you don't, then you've lost the audience.
This is such a good point because can you imagine Callum Turner, the man who is always on holiday with his beautiful girlfriend, and Jacob Elordi, who's been papped, running through Brisbane Airport with Kendall Jenner with scarves over his head incognito? Do you think these men really have a license to kill?
No. No, I do not.
Also, we could be so wrong. They might even get the part.
This is all speculation. She doesn't know for sure.
No,
she's
former. Former. Emphasis on the former.
But I do think she does bring up a good point. Because I was Googling through some of the previous Bonds, and Pierce Brosnan at the time was famously private.
Well, yes, all three of them were. Daniel Craig was only in indie films. Pierce Brosnan and Timothy Dalton were both quiet, private.
Yeah. And because I thought, I don't know, growing up in the Pierce Brosnan Bond age, I was like, he must have been huge. I think he was just huge in my household. And he was a really big celebrity, but he just didn't really reveal anything about himself. And I just think we know too much about these fellas, but I would still watch it. I like to see them. And so
cop that, Mr. Bottega Bag and Mr. Dua Lipa. Who's your pick for the Bond?
Okay.
The Bond? The next Bond.
The Bond. I had to think about this. Okay, so I want to say Aaron Taylor-Johnson, even though we do know about him.
Yeah.
And we know
Thought
about
he
his
was
wife.
different, Georgia.
Oh, I just think he's hot and he could get it.
Yeah.
I also think Dev Patel, if he got jacked, I think he'd be amazing.
He lives in Adelaide, where I'm from. I love Dev Patel.
And I think part of that is there's a mystique to him and he's so good. He's such a good actor. I would love to see him as a Bond.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what about if we really want to shake and not stir it up? A woman.
Well, that would be stirring it up because I think the people that watch James Bond famously probably don't like women that much.
Oh, no, they don't. I watched the Pierce Brosnan James Bonds a little while ago and I remember being like, this is sexist.
Yeah.
Because it's literally like the women are there being like, oh, Bond. I found it crazy to watch. After growing up watching these films and playing all of the games on Nintendo 64 and then being like, oh.
Yeah. That's a sign of the times, isn't it, doll?
Yeah. Who are your Bonds?
I love the Aaron Taylor-Johnson. He wouldn't be my pick because I just would look at him as Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. I also think we do know a bit too much about him. He's a cutie, but also I thought you was different, Georgia.
But I raise you Bullet Train because, oh my God, him in that movie, man's grown.
I actually have to tell you that I haven't watched anything he's been in apart from Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging.
Dare I say that's the problem?
It's a good movie. And put it on my iPod Nano, and I used to watch it on my iPod Nano screen before I went to bed.
I did that too with an iPod video.
We are so
I know.
weird.
Did you see the photo shoot he did for Craven the Hunter on the cover of some magazine?
Yeah, show me anyway.
All right.
Show me. Show me. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's
Anyway.
an Esquire. That's a gorgeous man. We'll overlay it.
Good.
My pick would be Damson Idris.
Yes. Incredible.
British. He's British. I don't know anything about him except from he's hot.
He's hot.
What else has he been in? He's been in Snowfall. Oh, he was in F1.
And I mean, I've seen his name thrown around a bunch and I totally agree. I'd be so happy if Damson is announced.
And also, this is such a cop-out, but I think it would be nice to have someone that isn't Dale and Pale.
Agreed.
I just think let's have a bit of diversity.
Totally agree with you.
Maybe.
A person of colour, it's time.
He's hot.
No, well, Bond has to be hot. Sorry.
Bond has to be hot. Anything else we want to add?
I think we're good.
So, bottom line, sorry, Callum Turner and Jacob Elordi, you're cancelled. Not really. But we also think Damson Idris and Aaron Taylor-Johnson would be better options.
And Dev Patel.
Oh, Dev Patel. I keep forgetting Dev Patel. He's a gorgeous man, isn't he?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, into it. All right, so should we go to our third story?
Let's do it. For our third story, Noah Kahan is smelling a rat. And when we say rat, we mean shit. Yes, that's right. Singer-songwriter Noah Kahan has asked people to stop shitting in the crowds during his concert. And if you're wondering how we got here, let's explain.
I can't. Yeah, please, let's explain.
All right. So Noah Kahan is a 29-year-old Capricorn and hugely successful American musician. His first breakthrough hit was called Hurt Somebody. It was his song Stick Season, which truly went TikTok viral. He wrote it in 2020 and he shared little snippets, did some amazing marketing on TikTok before eventually releasing it in 2022. And it gained insane traction and essentially launched his career. It cemented him as this mainstream folk-esque artist, and now he's got more than 4.1 million followers on Instagram. And he's selling out arenas and collaborating with artists like Hosier, Casey Musgraves, Gracie Abrams, and Post Malone.
Yeah, so in June, Noah began his Great Divide World Tour, and it seems to be going pretty well. The crowds, Laura said that she saw that it seemed to be selling out pretty well because it looked quite full. So it seems to be going pretty well. That was until one particularly stinky incident from his gig at Philadelphia's Citizens Bank Park on June 16. And this particular clip went viral, so let's roll it, shall we?
I'll get it.
Yay!
What the fuck?
Yeah, so for those listening, that is a woman screaming, "What the fuck?" while Noah Kahan is playing in the background, and the camera is panning down to the floor where a brown shit-like substance is like smeared on the floor. And the woman turns around and says, "What the fuck?"
She asked the big question.
Rightfully so, what the fuck? So naturally this went viral and even Noah caught wind of it, writing on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, "If you have to poop at a show, please, dear God, just go to the bathroom, LMAO. I've pooped my pants as much as the next 29-year-old, but you guys gotta understand, there's a venue worker out there with 1,000-yard stare after dealing with that."
So funny. He then followed it up, writing, "I shit myself on stage in Charlottesville, but that's because I'm dedicated to my craft."
That's so funny, and at least he's honest. Thank you for
It's
being
true.
honest about it. And I think it's also different because shitting on stage, you're only hurting yourself.
Yeah, and also there are literally thousands of people who've paid to see you rather than you've paid to see them. I do think you should just take a break and go shit, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But one person shitting in the crowd is so different to an artist accidentally having an incident while trying to perform. Anyway,
Yeah.
it does all get funnier though. On June 18, Noah performed to an arena of screaming fans at Rogers Stadium in Toronto. During the show, he asked his fans to take a pledge. And let's recite that pledge now. I solemnly swear I will not shit my pants, and if I do, I won't take it from my pants and put it on the floor. You did so well.
I can't believe this.
That is words to live by, and we'll take that on board in the high stakes office.
And I actually think we should go to Kmart and see if they've got any of those live, love, laugh signs that have that written on it.
Perfect. Let's do that after this. No, it's crazy times we're living in, my friends.
So the bit that we also recited, he actually preluded to at his Toronto show, and we'll just play it because it's fucking funny coming from him too, just in case we wanted to hear the pledge.
When you enter this building, you enter a social contract, right? And one of the big rule number 2, besides don't literally fucking kill each other, is don't shit on the floor. So we're gonna do some therapy type thing where we all basically repeat after me, okay? And if you think you have to sit on the floor, then don't repeat after me, I guess. But please don't do it. Okay. I solemnly swear. I will not shit my pants. And if I do, I won't take it from my pants and put it on the floor.
So funny.
Imagine going to a gig and that is something that you pledge.
I just can't believe that's his legacy now.
I know. It's really funny, and he's obviously taking it in a good-humored way, and I think that's awesome. Apparently, Noah is not the only musician to experience people defecating in crowds. In an interview with Kiss FM in the UK, Olivia Rodrigo admitted that she'd seen and smelled that shit with her own eyes and nose. This is what she said. I've been to certain concerts and certain festivals where people wear diapers so that they can be in the front row of the show, and that's been an experience as a performer that I have smelled.
I hate that.
Horrific.
That makes me feel sick.
I just think it's really bananas that people are doing this shit, literally.
I also think, is there any performer that's genuinely worth shitting on the floor for? I just don't think any music performance would be that good unless you know it's the last time you're ever going to be able to see them. Elton John. Elton John.
Even then,
Are people shitting on the floor at Elton John?
it's also like, okay, I'm going to get
Animals,
gross for a
fucking
second. I'm going to get
animals.
gross. It's not like it was an accident. It's not like someone had explosive diarrhea and that was on the floor. Like, look, I guess if it's a hazmat situation, apologies, maybe a pass, maybe. I'm being really forgiving. This was a solid turd. And I'm just kind of like, you could have held it in.
It's not even just disgusting and unhygienic. It's also like a biohazard.
It's straight up a hazmat
Like it's
situation.
actually like
It's not okay. Anyway,
it makes me not want to go to concerts.
yeah, it's not okay. Let's all take that pledge. I hope you guys took it with us when we did. And so we can all agree that high stakes listeners will not be shitting in concert. Anyway, okay, I think we need to move on.
Let's move on, please. Okay, so for our fourth and final story, we do need to check on Simone Cromer after she got into a physical altercation with yet another superfan. So if the name Simone Cromer isn't ringing any bells, she's the 59-year-old superfan formerly known as Club Chalamet. So she famously loved Timothy Chalamet and hates Kylie Jenner. So Kylie Jenner's been mentioned twice now.
Huge episode.
Which I think is quite, caveat here. She hated Kylie Jenner because she had dark energy. I'm a bit worried that maybe Club Chalamet was right after all this time. Anyway, we also nicknamed Club Chalamet Little Miss Club. So Little Miss Club has officially closed down Club Chalamet and she has now entered her new era, Story Glory, dedicated to her new hyperfixation star, Connor Storrie. So he's from Heated Rivalry.
Yeah, so she's kind of like Prince and Twitter in the way that she's had this rebrand. It's been very swift, it's been very fast, and perhaps a little bit unexpected. But here we are.
Yeah, and Club Chalamet, I don't know what to call her.
Let's call her Club. We're going to call her Club.
We're going to keep calling her Miss Club.
I wrote Simone in this because I didn't know what to call her. So it's going to be Simone and Little Miss Club throughout.
Little Miss Club.
Little Miss Club.
Yeah, so Little Miss Club soft launched this switch from Club Chalamet to Story Glory back in January with her initial Instagram page, Story Times, and less than 24 hours after its launch, the page was mass reported by Heated Rivalry fans and it was disabled. So obviously the Heated Rivalry fans, they hate this woman because they saw what she did with Timothy Chalamet and they said, you leave our precious Connor Storrie alone. At the time, this wasn't too bad because Little Miss Club was still kind of focused on Timothy and his Oscars run, even though he was like kind of destined to fail with that one. But by April, she was very much done with Timothy Chalamet and made the jump to Connor Storrie full time. After the Instagram saga, she launched a Tumblr and X account under the new handle Story Glory. So tragically, this was not as good as Story Times.
May Story Times rest.
May it rest.
Last week, Little Miss Club well and truly entered the Connor Storrie fandom with a bang after she got into a physical altercation with another superfan in Paris.
She literally entered with a bang.
Thanks, I really wanted to say that. In a post on X, Little Miss Club detailed what happened from her perspective, asking for followers to identify the person who allegedly assaulted her. It's a long post, right? And it's written with such a flourish.
It was so long, it took me 2 screenshots of Simone Little Miss Club's X account to send to Laura. I sent Laura the full post and it was 2 full screenshots. She's got a lot to say.
I will say it's worth a read because she does have flair when she writes. So we've got some snippets for you, but we can't read the whole thing. So basically, what Little Miss Club said was that she was in Paris on holiday with her family and the stars all aligned that she would have some time to kill between sightseeing. She decided to give it a shot and go to the hotel and I quote, see what's up. In the post, Simone is detailing that she's wearing a bunch of SPF protection in the Paris heat. That's also relevant, so keep it in mind, which included a face mask. She wrote, so yeah, I looked like a mummy, but I don't care. I'm not getting sunburn and skin cancer. Plus, my dermatologist insists I protect myself. So she's outlining this because she looked like she was in disguise, or as she put it, incognito. It's a great post.
I think it's hilarious the way that she felt the need to justify the fact that she was incognito because her dermatologist told her. It's let's be honest now, you're incognito because you know the fans will recognize you. Let's be honest now, you're not visiting family. Sorry. Well, sorry, I just think she's a big fibber.
She could be.
I think she's a big fibber.
Also in this post, as you know, she outlines that she had been sightseeing all day and she had been out in the Paris heat. The bus dropped her off and anyway, it was a whole thing.
She just happened to be there.
Yeah.
But Simone and a bunch of fans were gathered in the sun for 2 hours hoping for a glimpse of Connor Storrie when she allegedly noticed a woman looking at her as if she knew who she was. And this is what the post continued to say. I started getting nervous, but I ignored it. She kept looking at me, she kept telling other people about me, and they looked back and smirked. Eventually, as Connor was preparing to leave and the security measures ramped up, Simone says that she was in proximity of this woman. As I recall, I was moving along with everyone else, trying to maintain whatever visual advantage as I could muster, as everyone else was. Next thing I feel is someone grabbing my backpack with such force I almost lost my footing. I thought it was a mistake, but it really did feel like someone was forcefully pulling me back out of anger. WTF was going on?
Okay, so this next bit is my favorite, so I'm going to read it out. I turn around and it's her. She glared at me and said, I know who you are. I know who you are, bitch, you bitch. And she tried to remove my fucking dermatologist recommended fucking SPF mask from my fucking face. And I moved her hand away. What the actual fuck? That's poetry right there.
That is beautiful.
Anyway, so Simone goes on to tell this woman not to touch her and calls her the C word before this woman allegedly tells everyone that Simone is a stalker. This is what she wrote. She proceeded to tell everyone within earshot that I'm a stalker, like the fucking town crier. All that was missing was a bell. I told her that I'm not a stalker. She said, I know what you are. Other ladies close by were telling her to chill the fuck out. Now's not the time for this shit. Then when Connor came out, Simone claims that this woman tried to block her view, but when the crowd pushed together trying to get footage of him, Simone found herself pushed against this woman.
Yeah, and the post continues, she went feral and pushed back at me and we had an embarrassing brief scuttle. It was humiliating. All I wanted to do was leave after standing there for over 2 hours and being gawked at, assaulted, verbally harassed, and her trying to remove my mask. So this post was in response to a tweet from a fan which said, Hi babe, just stopped you from running towards Connor and assaulting him. Security can back me up, so can many fans.
Obviously, we don't know the full story, and we are reading from Simone's account, Miss Club's account. But I do think it's important to note that while she's a whack job,
All superfans are, sorry.
well, yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to fight someone and you're essentially in love with the same celebrity or public figure, I find it weird.
No, it's so weird. And it's obviously also, we'll get onto this in a little bit, but it's obviously not up to one fan to police other fans about how super fan they are. And also, Simone has never shown, she's crazy, but she's never shown that she's violent, ever.
I think that's the thing. She can be slightly misogynistic, a little bit, pervy. But I hate to say it, most superfans are, and I don't understand the superfans.
I think being a super fan to that extent where you are camping out, you can be a fan. We're fans of so many people, but to like camp outside someone's hotel is a bit much.
You will never see me camping anywhere for anyone.
Absolutely.
I won't be camping with my friends, and I certainly won't be camping for a celebrity.
There you go.
Yeah.
Learning something about Mad Dog today.
So, as we've mentioned, Simone is very much a bit of a character. And it seems that a lot of the people on Reddit seem to think the same. So we'll read out what the people over on Reddit have to say.
I'll be a minority, but I will say we shouldn't physically attack people, even stalkers. If you feel like she is dangerous, alert the security. It gives me a very weird feeling seeing people on Twitter congratulating the second person and cheering for this. Someone could be seriously hurt and violence in a crowd could create chaos. Don't do that.
This being an unpopular opinion is wild. I dislike this woman and think she's a major weirdo, but she doesn't deserve to be physically assaulted over it.
I don't know anything about this person other than she's fully deranged, so I'm not inclined to take their version of events at face value.
And my personal favourite, stalker on stalker crime.
Totally. Yeah, there's another much longer one which is talking about how dangerous it is to play vigilante justice in the middle of a volatile crowd because people will get injured. And I agree with that. Let's leave it to security.
There's a really beautiful one that's an image of Connor Storrie bouquet of himself saying, I hope he is unaware of the kind of battles that happen around for him.
And another one was a tweet, and then we'll stop. But there was another one that was a tweet that says, not to be insensitive, but some of the Salem witch trials were so funny. Bitches were like, I saw her at the Devil's Sacrament. Girl, what were you doing at the Devil's Sacrament? And that's kind of the situation here.
I'm like, whose job is it to police the superfans? Superfans need to leave each other alone. If you can't get along nicely, you can't be superfans. I'm taking away your right. You're really embarrassing everyone. You're embarrassing Connor. How would Connor feel?
Oh my God, how would Connor feel? Maybe that's the secret.
What would Connor do? And I've always said that.
Put that on a bracelet.
Move over the evil eye. I will say, Simone Cromer, Little Miss Club, whatever we've called her, whatever she is now, that's destined to change in 4 years' time. So I just think the Connor Storrie fandom can just hold on for dear life for the next 5 years and then they'll be free of her.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
No.
I love Connor Storrie. I don't mind Timothy Chalamet. I'm a bit iffy on him now at the moment, but...
Yeah, I also think she's just such an interesting figure. And Miss Club is kind of famous now. She's infamous. Yeah. She will be getting recognised in places and she's got to wear that SPF, baby, because people know who she is.
SPF. I'm sorry. On the SPF of it all, the face masks and cover. I just think she's a big fibber. I think she can admit, she said, hi, I camped out. I'm not here visiting family and friends. Do you really have family and friends in Paris? Miss Club? Simone Cromer? Is Cromer French?
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm like, where's your family?
Well, she said they're from Michigan or something. She said everyone flew
Michigan.
in. I don't know. Look, I don't give a shit. I think she was in disguise deliberately. SPF is it can do both things.
Yeah.
But she's famous now. And she's the only almost 60-year-old woman amongst these crowds of presumably young teenagers and 20-year-olds. Obviously, you're going to stand out, Queen.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, is that anything we wanted to add on that one?
I want to get out of here.
We're hungry,
Hungry
girls.
girls.
All right. Well, I guess that's all we have time for.
Thanks for listening. You can follow High Stakes on Spotify or anywhere you get your podcasts.
And don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at High Stakes Pod.
Love ya. Bye.